focus on your study, okay? Today you are learning how to do presentation. This class doesn't have any experience in delivering this presentation. Mereka juga belum ada pengalaman. So it's okay for you to make mistakes, okay? Don't be worried. Okay? Praise the Lord. It's okay to make mistakes, but I will give you feedback. So every time one of you do the presentation, and I will give feedback. No question and answer. Today, no question and yeah. Okay, no question and answers, but I will give you feedback what is supposed to be done to make it better for the next presentation. Okay? So basically, they become the object of learning today. Jadi mereka sebagai contoh belajar presentation hari ini. I cannot do it. Then I'm not asking you to do something. Okay? Listen, watch, learn. Listen, watch, and learn. What you have to do for the presentation. Nanti Ma'am Nana akan satu demi satu akan memberikan perbaikan. I give the feedback for each presenter. So you guys will do better thing in the future. Ini mereka juga baru mau belajar presentation. Belum tentu juga 100% perfect, no. They might learn, okay? We are learning, kita belajar. Yes? Agree? Okay? Right. Today, no question and answers. Ya, you happy, right? You happy with no question and answers. Right? Tidak ada pertanyaan karena ini baru belajar ya. Semuanya belajar. Okay? Sure. Okay. Hompimpa ala duwing gombrang. I wanted to call first. Why airlines? You. I'll call the first one is Claudia. I know. I love this guy because she's always ready. Although banyak masih harus belajar banyak, tapi she's always me ma'am. That's why I always remember you ya. Karena pada bulan Mei nanti she's moving to Bogor ya, menyusun mama yang belajar di sana. Jadi harus best, okay? Sure, okay. God bless you. brain. You guys will learn lots about brain. You might not know that your brain is very complex and is very amazing organ in your body. I believe after and before will be different. You might have different ideas about your brain after joining this presentation. Okay? So I'd like to invite the first presenter, Claudia Sanggu. Give a big applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. Have you ever wondered how we remember things? Like how we recognize faces, recall song lyrics, or remember what we learned in school? Well, it's all because our amazing brain. I'm Claudia. I'm 14 years old. I go to St. Tricia Junior High School in the third grade. Today, third grade. Third year. 9. Today, I would like to share with you about how memory works in our brain. Why are we able to remember things? It happens for three main reasons. The first is biological reason. Our brain has a special part called hippocampus. This part helps store and organize our memories. Without it, we wouldn't even remember our own. Is psychological reason. Memory is not just about facts. It also connects to our feelings. For example, when we hear a song from childhood, it can make us feel happy or nostalgic. It because our brain links to feelings. The third one, evolutionary reason. A long time ago, memory helped early survive. They needed to remember which plants were safe to eat and where to find food. Our brain still works this way. Today, it helps us learn for experience. Our brain has different ways of storing information. Here are three types of memory storage. Visual memory. This is how we remember things we see. For example, like when you close your eyes and imagine your best friend's face, that's your brain using visual memory. Second, auditory memory. This helps us remember sounds. That's why we can recall some lyrics or remember person's voice without seeing them. The third one is semantic memory. This is how we tell facts and knowledge. In your remember, the sky is blue or the capital city of East Nusa Tenggara is Kupang. Or do you know, guys, the capital city of Malaysia? That's semantic working. The last but not least, Our brain also has types of memory based on how we remember things. It's my sister. This lasts only for a few short-term memory. This is helps us to remember for short time, like phone number. Before we write it down, but if we don't repeat it, we will forget it quickly. Eh? It's my sister Brigitta. It's me and my sister. Long-term memory. Eh? This is the last but not least, long-term memory. This is where store important in long time. Like childhood memory. Eh? Childhood memory. Childhood memory. Sorry. Childhood memory, or how to ride a bike. These are all stored in long-term memory. Our brain is what makes us who we are. It learns, adapts, and helps us solve problems every day. The more we use it, the sharper it becomes. So, let's take care of it, challenge it, and never stop to learning. I'm Claudia. Thank you.
Yeah, basically you do it. Don't close. I wanted to explain. That's one. Okay. Okay. This is my feedback. Yeah. First of all, good job. Although this is the first time. Okay. This is my feedback. First of all, when you do presentation, if you don't have days, kalau nggak ada ini, you speak, hold your mic with your left hand. Perhatikan, jangan begini. You are not doing a speech. You're not like dancing speech, like that. You see? Stand firmly. This is what you are doing presentation. So you are not dancing. You are not delivering a speech. So do not move a lot. Do not move your body. Basically, because when you're moving, you will cover the screen, correct? And will distract the attention of the audience. That's correct. So this is what you're supposed to do. If you don't have these clickers, then hold the mic with your left hand, and you become this. And never to look at this. Do not. When you speak, do not too far from your screen, so that you always look at behind. Like, this is not good. That's not really good. You see? So how you or your strategy is supposed to be used to that. You will still look firmly standing, but you still can glance a little bit without moving your body around. This is what you have to do. Okay? Mr. Fari, if I'm standing in this point, can you still see? Still seen? Or you want me like this? Okay. So before you start, make sure that you feel comfortable with your stand. Okay? You don't have to do this. Okay? Do not move. Hold this or you hold this. Which one do you prefer? Begini. Hold with your right hand if you have clickers. If you don't have clickers, hold it with your left hand so that your right hand is you are moving. Understand? Okay. Now, because you have a clickers, then hold the mic with your right hand. Look. Okay. Hello, my name is Claudia, and today I'd like to deliver a presentation, the unique of a brain. And my focus on my focus on my presentation today is the types of memory in the brain. Don't you guys know that our brain has a different types of memory? That's what you have to say. So do not stick on your words unflexibly. So make it flexible. That's what we call it communication skills. You understand? Public speaking. Communication skill is talking with the audience and telling a story. You know, it's just like a storytelling, yes? So you see, don't you guys know that our brain has a different types of memory? And this is what actually want to emphasizing that. Jadi jangan badannya, tapi kepalanya saja. Ya, next. Nah, loh, ini adalah yang typesnya ya. Oke. Harusnya dikasih first. The first type is the sensory memory. Sensory memory. And then you explain. This is me when I was 5 years old or was 4 years old. You have to tell. You have to tell. And how old you were on the picture. Okay, this is very interesting. And the next one is, look. See, this is not good. Short-term memory is too dark. It is what's invisible. No, tidak bisa terlihat ya, unreadable, right? Yeah, this is, I think another my feedback is, what is it? All the make do not look. Okay, spelling. The three, yeah, evaluationary reason, wrong spelling, evo, EVO, not EVA, yes? Do you want that? Right, and well, right, overall it's okay. We'll watch your video and I give you some feedback and watch it again, that they will do the, she will do some revision. Okay, and speak deeper. What is evaluationary reason? You talk about evaluationary reason, tapi tiba-tiba pindah langsung types of memory. Doesn't make sense. You know, that is okay. This is the first time. I know the biggest challenge is to what? Deal with your nervousness. Nervous itu, ya. Afraid itu adalah the biggest challenge yang paling berat ya. Okay, now. Let's move to the next presenter. Excuse me, tolong didengarkan ya. Next presenter, I'd like to invite Fania. I just random.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ignatia Fania Skargati. I'm 12 years old. I go to Adi Sucipto Junior High School. Going to 13. My topic is brain. It has to be composition, not competition. Composition. Our brain is consist of 75 until 80% of water, 10 until 15% of fat, 8 until 10% of protein, and the last one is 1 until 2% of carbohydrate. I put sugar here because people around the world likes to consume a lot of sugar. Maybe they don't know that our brain only need 1 until 2% of carbohydrate. So we don't need to consume a lot of carbohydrate. After knowing our brain's composition, you may ask me how to keep our brain healthy. First is stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Our brain consists of 75 until 80% of water. It's more than a half, so we need to stay hydrated. Okay. Drink 8 glasses of water on a day. Drink 8 glasses of water each day. Second is eat healthy diet or eat healthy food, such as vegetables, fruits, protein. Third is manage our stress. Actually, I have a tips for all of you guys to manage your. You only need to search another way to make it fun. For example, you don't like to study math, but you have to because it's important for you. Why do I say that study math is important? Because math teach us to think critically. To apa ya? We only need to watch YouTube, search on the AI, asking your parents or your friends to teach you. It's more fun, isn't it? It's better than. What will happen if we don't keep our brain healthy? Our brain will not process information that we got. We will get stuck and we don't understand information that another people say to us. Our brain is what make us who we are. So let's take good care of it and train it well. I'm Fania. Thank you for listening.
Spoke very short. It's supposed to be 7 minutes. I think you only spoke 2 minutes or 3 minutes. No, you just stand there. Stand there. You stand there, okay? And do not say until. You say that our brain consists of, what is it? Consists of water between 70 and 80%. Never say until. Karena ini tuh antara, sekira-kira gitu, approximately. You might say approximately, kira-kira, 80%. Or you might say between. Coba, next. Okay. Sebentar ya. Coba belajar tentang namanya bridging. Bridging itu adalah menyambung antara satu topik ke topik lainnya. Seperti contohnya misalnya, after you know about the brain composition, that's not really good, you know. Now let's find out what the other uniqueness of the brain. Have you known that the brain has this. Nah itu namanya bridging ya. Nanti tolong dibuat seperti itu ya. Atau you may want to know how to keep. You may ask me. No, never say that. You may want to know how to keep your brain healthy. Sure, we need to stay hydrated. Coba cari contoh yang menyenangkan. You know, have you seen the advertisement of one of the drinking water? Have you ever seen? Yeah, is walking to a glass door, and he didn't realize that the door, no, and he said boom, because he thought that it was blank, kosong, because the glass is so clear, and people say, okay, minum dulu. Iya nggak? Ya memang nggak boleh sebut ya, namanya nanti advertisement ya, iklan. Minum ini dulu. Nah, itu artinya apa? If you do not consume enough water, then your body will hydrate, kurang air. Sama dengan your brain will get hydrated. Yes, excuse me. Kalau nggak ngerti, boleh keluar. Ya, right. Stay hydrated. Ya, jadi itu caranya. Jadi one by one. Jadi apa namanya? Using example. Jadi orang yang mendengarkan, audience will get interested in following your presentation. Give an example, to make bridging, yang nice bridging gitu. Ya, it's okay. Right. Big applause. Okay. Minutes. Fania is too short. And basically Fania masih bisa loh seharusnya. Untuk nextnya, I'd like to invite Erlan. Okay, while Erlan preparing her presentation slides, I'd like to remind you to always focus, and watch and listen, yes, for you class. Turn off your handphone, please. Who's okay. Stay hydrated. Next. Ini. Okay. Are you ready, Erlan?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now give applause to encourage her.
Have you ever felt like you've been in that moment, even though you haven't? Good afternoon, everyone. My full name is Maria Clara Natania Erlan Rajamuda Bataona. I go to Saint Maria Assumpta in junior high school. I'm in the first year or 7th grade. Now, I would like to talk about the uniqueness of brain, deja vu.
And watch and listen, yes, you class. Turn off your handphone, please.
The normal way of brain to process and restore our information. First, hippocampus. Hippocampus is the one that form our information, and the next one is prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal cortex is the one that decision making to our memories. The last one is cerebral cortex. Cerebral cortex is the one that looking for another information that similar to the situation. Now, I would like to talk about how the deja vu happens. Deja vu happens because our brain makes a little mistake, but it will
Anybody can help? Can help?
It mistaken your brain will mistake the information, but the feeling would fade away. Yes, it will fade away. Deja vu happens when your brain mistakenly processes an information, but the feeling will fade away.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So deja vu happens, but the feelings will not fade away. What if deja vu doesn't fade? If deja vu doesn't fade, our body will get epilepsy, or we known as mati kambing. And causes our deja vu, like it replace replace the episodes There are some interesting facts about our brain. The first one is the human brain is the most complex object in the known universe. Did you know that our brain have around 100 terabytes or 1 betabytes? And other computer is only having about 150 gigabyte. Your brain shrinks as you age. If you are getting older, your brain will lose some volumes and make you like losing some memories if it didn't too important. If you are asleep, your brain is actually working even harder because when you are asleep, your brain is there are some interesting facts about our brain. The first one is the human brain is the most complex object in the known universe. Did you know that our brain have around If you are asleep, your brain is actually working even harder. That because our brain is compiling all the compiling all what we do all days and membuang. Your brain shrinks as your age. If you are getting older, your brain will lose some volumes and make you like losing some memories if it didn't important. If you are asleep, your brain is actually working even harder because when you are asleep, your brain are hal-hal buruk yang kita lakukan pada hari itu. That's because our brain compiling all the compiling all I only have five. I only have 5 slides, ma'am. Yes.
You still there? I want to give you feedback, okay? Okay, guys, this is the examples how if you're not ready, but it's okay. But very important to understand. Jangan dimatikan dulu, jangan dimatikan dulu. Do not take it off, dihidupkan yang thank you. Never put that, okay? Everyone, listen to me. The assignment is given for 1 month, I think, right? Correct? It's not a short time to learn if you want to get ready. That's why it's comparing with the Wednesday, Saturday class, it's only given 1 week. So it's about you yourself that we need to be aware and take the time to prepare and try to understand what you are talking. Try to understand what you are presenting, okay? Do you understand what I mean? Okay. And try to find, ya, dalam presentation itu opening and closing. Opening and closing. Tadi di your intonation is still quite high. And just in sudden, you move to, excuse me, can I have? Oke, ini juga diperhatikan. Ini belajar presentation ya. Jadi tadi masih menjelaskan mengenai deja vu. What deja vu happens? Actually, deja vu itu apa sih? A sense, perasaan that you feel like you have ever been doing that. Or you ever been in the place. Jadi seakan-akan saya ini pernah pergi ke tempat ini. Atau melakukan ini. Padahal ini adalah pertama kalinya. Itu namanya deja vu. Nah itu dilakukan oleh karena apa tadi? What you explain? Karena adanya apa? Yes. Because something wrong, not something wrong, but I think the brain processed incorrectly. A mistakes. Ada kesalahan proses di dalam otak yang salah sehingga akhirnya seakan-akan saya pernah melakukan ini. Padahal this is the first time you did it. You know what I mean? Ya, itu namanya deja vu. Nah, when you are deja vu and kita masih mendengarkan deja vu and you move to interesting fact about brain. Nah, bukankah deja vu itu juga merupakan an interesting fact about brain? So why we back to this? This supposed to be put kapan? On the first slide. On the first slide, yes? Ya, begitu ya sayang ya?
Yes, ma'am.
The first slide. Jadi ini adalah anaknya. Deja vu itu anaknya. Ini mamanya, topiknya. You get the idea? Jadi kalian semua yang akan belajar presentasi seperti itu. Jadi ini kan judulnya, ini judulnya, ya. Ini justru yang akan dibicarakan, jangan terbalik. Topiknya ditaruh di belakang. Loh, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. Alright then, but anyway, you did well. This is only learning and I know you can do better next time. Big applause for Erlan. Okay, next, I'd like to call Tasya. Mai. Ini random ya, tidak ada, jadi nggak ada yang boleh siap-siap, pokoknya random. Introduce yourself first. Ya. Ingat ini streaming ya, tadi udah kasih tau papa mama untuk lihat. Did you tell your parents?
Good evening, class. Good evening, class. My name is Gracela Anastasia Mae. I am 12 years old and I go to Sekolah Dian Harapan. In the 7th grade. The unique aspects of our brain. Today I will talk about the realization. What does the realization do to our brain? The realization is a physiological phenomenon where an individual feels detached from their surroundings as if they are observing life from outside of their body. Effects of the realization on our brain, research suggests that the realization can affect brain regions involved in the first, self-awareness, medial prefrontal cortex, posterior cingulate cortex, and temporoparietal junction. The second is sensory processing. Primary and secondary sensory cortices. These are some of the effects that the realization causes to our brain. What will happen to us when the realization hits? First, when the realization hits, individuals may experience a range of symptoms that can affect perception, emotion, and behavior. Here are some possible effects that may happen if the realization hits. First, feeling disconnected from oneself, others, and the environment, and difficultly experiencing or expressing emotions, like feeling anxious, fearful, uneasy without a clear reason, feeling as if the world unreal, foggy or distant, feeling as if time is slowing down or speeding up, trouble focusing or paying attention, and difficultly remember recent events or conversation. When the realization happens, we cannot remember. It's hard for us to remember what we just done, or maybe what we just do to someone, or even talking. We cannot even remember what we're talking about to people. Brain regions affected. The realization can affect various brain regions and system, leading to changes in perception, emotion, and behavior. Here are some possible brain-related causes. First, prefrontal cortex. Altered activity in this region can lead to impaired emotional regulation, decision making, and problem solving. The second, amygdala. Hyperactivity in this region can contribute to increased anxiety, fear, and emotional arousal. The third, hippocampus. Impaired function in this region can affect memory information, consolidation, and retrieval. The impact of the realization to ourselves. The realization factors that could impact ourselves. First, trauma. Traumatic experiences can contribute to the realization, particularly if the trauma is served or repeated. Second, chronic stress. Chronic stress can impact the brain stress response system, leading to the realization and other physiological. The realization can cause us to be traumatized or even stressed. The realization is not good to our health because we won't focus on everything, and it's hard for us to understand what will happen in our life. Keep in mind that the realization is a complex phenomenon, and its causes can vary across individuals. As comprehensive evaluation by a mental health professional is essential for accurate. I'm Tasha. Thank you for listening.
The feedback ya. Ini saya mau kasih feedback untuk semuanya karena ini latihan ya. Coba kita lihat. Oke. Yang pertama, the first one, you do presentation. What is presentation? Presentasi itu adalah menjelaskan, explaining the idea. That's why you use PowerPoints. Apa itu artinya PowerPoints? Do you know PowerPoints? The powerful of point. Bagaimana poin-poin itu berbicara? How each point speak. You understand what I mean? How each point speak ya. Number one, kita lihat sekarang dari sini. I'm telling you, bahwa peraturan the rule of slides, the best slides ada 5, yaitu namanya 5. Yaitu nomor satunya adalah no more than 5 sentence. Tidak boleh ada 5 sentence. Ada 5 gambar, jadi ada 5 gitu, seperti itu ya. Salah satunya tidak boleh adalah, kalau you just do just this one. 5 ini saja. Ini hilangkan. Avoid reading the text on the slide. You understand what I mean? Avoid reading the text on the slide illiterate. Artinya kalian harus bisa, kalian tidak boleh membaca teks persis seperti yang di slide. Yes, karena we are not doing reading. We are presenting. Yes, ya ingat ya. Memang udah ingat berkali-kali ya. Jadi tidak boleh ada 5. Kalau suaminya the realization, stopnya. Ini hilangkan lagi, jadi the realization. Langsung ini hilangkan. Supaya tidak ada pengulangan. Ini tidak usah perlu, okay? Kenapa? Karena we're talking about the brain. You menerangkan, that's why you explain. Well, today I'd like to focus on the realization. You might want to. Well, it is a psychological phenomenon where an individual blah 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 blah. Then you explained what you know, ada examples. Kita cari yang sulit, maka ada fakta-fakta. That's what I said. Ini juga. What will happen? Kasih gambar. Select. Okay. Affect their perception. Examples. Well, someone is talking about this matter, but the one process it in the wrong way, so he got the wrong perception. Give an example. Example-nya seperti ini, begitu. Jadi one by one, you understand what I mean? Ya. Jadi ini tidak perlu, ini yang you terangin. You explain about this, and ini one by one perception, gambarnya perception, emotion, gambar emotion, behavior, you show the picture of behavior. And then you explain one by one. And you use it animation. You know animation? Appear 1, appear 2, appear 3, and this one. So I guess, I guess that the biggest, not biggest mistake, that you need to pay attention. Do not read too many words. Remember, you are presenting, not. What will happen? You understand? Okay. I want to totally change it. Thank you. Well, someone is talking about this matter, but the one process it in the wrong way, so he got the wrong perception. Give an example. Example-nya seperti ini, begitu. Jadi one by one, you understand what I mean? Ya. Jadi ini tidak perlu, ini yang you terangin. You explain about this, and ini one by one perception, gambarnya perception, emotion, gambarnya behavior, show the picture of behavior, and then you explain one by one, and you use it animation. Appear 1, Let's move to Michelle Hunakore. Michelle Hunakore. Time is yours, Michelle. 7 minutes.
Human brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Good evening, everyone. My name is Michelle Naftalia Hunakore. You can call me Michelle as well. I'm 14 years old and I go to SMP 4 Junior High School. Have you ever wondered why young people sometimes make impulsive decisions or why we continue to get mature well into our 20s? Science tells us that human brain doesn't fully develop until the age of 25. But what does it take so long? Unlike most animals, which are deaf, humans take much longer time to well, this is because our brain adapts to the complex world we live. Here are some simple reasons why does the human brain keep growing. The first reason is prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal cortex is the part of our brain that helps us to making decisions, control impulses, and make plans for our future. However, this area is the last to mature, which is why teenagers and young adults sometimes make risky choices or struggle with long-term thinking. The second reason is synaptic pruning. Basically, when we're born, we have many more connections than we actually need. And as we grow, the brain removes all the weaker or the less useful connections to make thinking and learning more efficient. This process called synaptic helps us to make decisions, control impulses, and control our emotions. Myelin is a fatty layer that forms around the nerve fibers in our brain. It acts like insulation to allowing signals to travel faster. This process continues into our mid-20s, and it helps us to improving memory, problem solving, and control our emotion. The next one is a longer development period. If our brain develops too quickly, we might not be able to learn and to adjust to the new situation as well. By taking time to learn,